Hi and welcome to this video. At the end of 2024, a few weeks ago, I uploaded In today's video, I kind of want to piggyback off of that video and talk about reasons why I believe fat people stay fat or why fat people fail at losing weight for the most part and just stay fat. I'm coming at this video from a perspective of previously being morbidly obese and some of the things that was going through my mind when I was attempting to lose weight and then would just fail and then attempt again and then blah blah blah. Like what was going through my mind. Also just societal reasons why I feel like when people are fat, why they stay fat or it's difficult for them to successfully lose weight. Let's get into it. So the first point is I believe a lot of fat people stay fat because when they try to lose weight, they don't know where to start. Or they get to a starting point and then they just have so many people in their ear, so many gurus, so many books, so many articles, so many in real life people telling them you need to do this, this, you need to do this, you need to buy this, this, you need to go here, you need to go there. Like it's too much information. They don't know where to start. Especially with social media nowadays, it's people telling you you only need to eat your maintenance calories and then deduct 200 and then that's gonna make you lose weight. And then there's people out there saying, oh, you need to eat only 200 calories. Oh no, you need to eat at surplus, blah, blah. It's just so much. I get it. You have to really have your own discernment when receiving information, especially from the internet. I recommend always trying to lose weight in a science-backed way, which is simply being in a caloric deficit. It sounds simple, but it's really not because it's mental. You have to mentally rewire your mind and your habits to form new and better ones. Anytime you're getting information from the internet or even from like people in the real world, make sure you do your own research and try to back up their claims with science. That's how I feel like you can make this point easier, and also make all the steps that you're taking digestible. If you know that you're super big and you barely get 2,000 steps a day and then you hear all these gurus saying you need to walk 10,000 steps a day, don't go from 2,000 to 10,000 because you're just going to give up. Take baby digestible steps and not overwhelming your weight loss, because weight loss to a science is simple. It's the mental and environmental aspects that make it more difficult. Number 2 reason why I believe a lot of fat people are still fat is because they are so fat and they look at themselves in the mirror and they see the number on the scale that they're 300, 400, 500 pounds. They're just like, even if they really want to lose weight for their health, for their kids, for whatever, it's just like, it's gonna take so long because I'm so big. So basically the argument that they are so fat, they know it's gonna take too long to lose weight. That's what I wrote down. Honestly, this was something that I struggled with a little bit when I was morbidly obese. Keep in mind, as I say this, I'm 5'2", 5'3", and my highest weight that I recorded, I could have been heavier than this, was 235-ish. Like that's morbidly obese, is it not? So when I'm that big and I know my ideal weight for somebody my height is literally 100 pounds heavier in the 130s, that's a lot to think about. That's a lot of weight to lose, and it could honestly just feel like so much that's just like, why try? It's so much. Why do I even want to try in the first place? Again, it kind of goes back to the first point, people having an all or nothing approach. Just take stuff day by day, put it into small increments. Take baby steps. Taking those small steps, it's still gonna get you to point B. If you're at point A, which is 235 pounds, and you're trying to get to point B, which is 135 pounds, it's better that you're taking the smallest millisecond of steps, because that's still progress towards where you want to be, rather than just staying right here and being like, oh well, the journey's so long, why move, why do anything, I'm gonna just stay my ass right here. And that's not healthy, and that's not going to help you reach your goals. Don't think of it as a time thing, especially when you're as big as a lot of people in the United States are who are trying to lose weight. When you're super big like that and simply start eating better, eating less, changing your nutrition for the better, the weight is going to fall off. You don't even have to walk, you don't have to exercise, you don't have to do nothing. If you just change your food habits as a super morbidly obese person, the weight is going to fall off. Don't think of it as, oh my gosh, I have all this weight to lose, it's going to take me 5 years. Think of it as, I believe it'll take me a month to lose 10 pounds. Okay, month 2, I'm gonna lose another 10 pounds. Month 3, I want to lose 15, whatever, you know? Like, think of it in smaller increment. The weight is waiting to come off. Like, it just needs that push, and that push is going to be your nutrition. That extra push is going to be that fitness and exercise. The third point I want to make, and this is honestly the most prolific one in my opinion, and something I 1000% struggle with, and I know for a fact other fat people struggle with: delusion. Smaller than you think you are. The reason why you're so fat and you're staying fat is because you don't even realize how fat you are. Let's get into it. When I was super big, I obviously was like looking at myself in the mirror and I saw the clothes size I was wearing. I was wearing a size 18 in pants and wearing extra larges, extra larges, 2XLs, 3XLs and stuff. And I see these numbers, right? But I'm like, well, I'm not that big because XYZ. Oh, I'm not that big because my hands are skinny. I have skinny hands. And now looking at my hand, I mean, I do have I think my hand is actually pretty average size for a woman. But like, I'm looking at my fingers. They're like, you know, slender, especially if I have nails. And I've always kind of had slender hands. But even when I go back and look at pictures of like 5-6 years ago, I thought my fingers were so skinny and so small, and oh, I'm not that big because my fingers are skinny, when in reality they were chunky. I had fat fingers. The fat had to go somewhere. Or a big one in the Black community is like, oh, I'm not fat, I'm thick, I'm slim thick, I'm chubby. I want to do a whole video on that because you're fat. It's a nice sanitized way of saying that you're fat. Like, you have excess body fat on you. If you're not thin, if you're not average weight, then you're overweight, you're obese, you're morbidly obese. You know what I mean? That's a different story for a different day. A lot of fat people don't even realize how big they are, whether it's because they never really get a good look in the mirror, or like a lot of fat people, they have smaller faces, and if you were to only see their face, you wouldn't really know that they were like 350 pounds below the face. And also just like different angles. Like, a lot of fat people will try to angle themselves in pictures to make themselves look smaller, and it works sometimes. And then they look back at these pictures, they're like, oh, I'm not that big. No, it's just because you like literally turned 3/4 of your stomach this way and we can't see it. It's not funny. I'm like being so real. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is how I used to think. To overcome this, I simply would say get on the scale. Get on the scale and see how big you really are. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. That's why losing weight and fitness and nutrition, all of it is not about aesthetics. You get yourself caught up if you get into the aesthetics part. It's about how you feel, and you have to go into this thinking, okay, losing weight, nutrition, fitness, living a healthy life in a body that feels good and that performs well. That's what this is all about. It's not about how you look. And that's what gets a lot of fat people caught up. Oh, I don't look like I'm 250 pounds. Oh, I carry it well. That's what somebody told me. When I was 199 pounds in the 10th grade, what is that, 15, 16? The doctor was like, oh, well, you carry it well. That's not what I needed to hear. It doesn't matter what I look like, it's how I feel. My knees were aching. I was almost pre-diabetic. I had high blood pressure, nigricans forming on my neck. But I can still pose in a picture and look like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about how you look. And you need to remember that going throughout your entire journey. It's not about how you look. It's about how you feel, and it's about what that blood panel say. I hope this encourages people who are overweight or morbidly obese or obese to get out of delusion land. Stop making excuses. Don't get overwhelmed by so much information, and to take baby steps, because just the fact that you're willing and ready and conscious to want to make a change in your life, that's enough. That's enough. That's all it takes. It takes you. It takes the drive and motivation that you need to get out of bed and to be like, okay, I don't want to be 350 pounds anymore. I don't want to be out of breath when I'm chasing my kids. I don't want to be able to not fit into certain things because I'm so big. There's a reason why the bigger you get, the more immobile you become. It's harder to move. We're not supposed to be that big. And it's just time for truths to be told. It's time to stop sugarcoating stuff. It's a difference between being disrespectful and like calling people names, being rude about them being big and being fat, and then just like trying to tell somebody, hey, does anybody think about their health? Like,
no, because it's getting out of hand now. Is anybody worried about their health?
This life is not infinite. We only have so much time on earth. Do you really want to spend most of it miserable and sad? You have the power and ability to change your circumstances. Think about the what ifs. Do you really not like just want to go for it? I don't know. It's easier said than done, I promise you. It takes 21 days to form a habit. If you just stick to something long enough, it will become normal, become nature. It's going to be hard to get rid of all those greasy processed foods because they're formulated to make you want to keep going, to make you addicted. But just stop.
Everyone, we have an announcement to make. Stop bullying!
Anyway, this is getting into motivational territory. Those are the 3 reasons why I feel like a lot of fat people stay fat. And honestly, when I was writing these things down, I thought a lot about Amberlynn Reid, and she's so fascinating to me. I feel like more people are punching down on her, not that she doesn't deserve, but that's the thing. That's what I was talking about. Like, who are we to say she deserves to be punched down? Who are we to say that we're just so much better and holier than thou, like we don't make mistakes? I think Amberlynn Reid is very flawed, and she has a extreme accountability issue. I think she's very self-absorbed, but it also doesn't take away from the fact that like y'all are paying her bills, y'all are staying up to date with her. She's like a car crash you can't look away from. Like y'all tune in, them comment sections popping every single video. It's so interesting. That's what I'm saying. I would love to do a video on her, but there's so many out there already. But I think about her when I was making these notes because she's somebody who's 500 pounds. She came on YouTube to document her weight loss journey, what, 10 years ago, and she's gained weight. She makes a lot of excuses. She's tried a lot of things. I feel like she's never really committed to weight loss ever, which is why she's always just gained weight or lost a little bit and then gained it all back. Like, she's not committed. Give me 6 months with homegirl. I'm so serious. If she's 500 pounds, she'll be 250. She'll be 250 after 6 months. I wish I was joking. She's surrounded by yes men. She's isolates herself to the point where she's doing all her grocery shopping. She's buying the Pringles. She's buying all this processed food. And she can tell the camera she only ate 2,100 calories. But we don't know if that's true. She needs like serious accountability partner. She might even need like paid help. If she really for real serious, she needs to pay somebody to grocery shop for her, to cook for her, to monitor her meals. She needs to be almost like on how they were on The Biggest Loser. Like, but that's if she's serious. And it's because she has not gotten, in my opinion, just from watching her videos, has not gotten to a mental place where she feels like she can actually commit to losing weight. It's as simple as that. And maybe she hasn't gotten to that mental place because of past trauma, all these girlfriends she goes through, issues that she needs to get over. Who knows? I'm not her. I'm not in her business, so I don't know. Yeah, I thought a lot about her because I think she dances and she does trends and she tries food like she's not 500 pounds. Like, you can't be all dainty and cute and like, guys, I'm trying this new Starbucks drink. I'm getting notes of pumpkin. Like, girl, you're not supposed to be that big. You're not supposed to be that big. She knows she's 500 pounds, but I think I cover it up well with all these torrid clothes. And I'm mobile, guys. I'm mobile. I go to the grocery store. I take my dogs out. I feel so bad for them pets. Anyway, it's another video. Not even just about her, but I feel like a lot of Americans mistreat their pets. Let's get into it. That's this week's video. Comment down below what you guys want to see from me. I was fully going to do a deep dive on Tyler, the Creator, but I'm not sure if people want to see that. And I'm not sure if I want to do the research for that because I will be coming from a place of I know absolutely nothing about that man. Like, at least with Lena Dunham, actually I didn't know much about Lena Dunham, so I will be coming at it from the same angle as I did with Lena Dunham. Kind of want to get back into just doing random videos where I just talk, like how I just randomly wanted to talk about Ariana Grande and that video that she did, and the video did pretty well, so I kind of want to do little nuggets like that because they're easier for me to make and edit opposed to super long deep dives. Thank you all for watching, and comment down below any weight loss tips or reasons why you stayed or you think that people stay fat. Thanks.